One, two, testing. One, two, testing. Something is very confusing to me. Now the Cubans are good. Yes, the Cubans are good and the Mexicans are bad hombres. But the Cubans, they're really good because they're rich. They're very rich, especially the Rodriguez. They are many and they are very rich. And I sort of like, I'm getting along now with Rodriguez, the Cuban Secretary of State, if you will, and the Rodriguez that is heading the United States of Venezuela, and Rodriguez Pavel from Houston, Texas. Because they're very influential, they're very rich, very rich. I did not say this. That was Donald Trump. Donald Trump now, he's sort of like trying to reach out to the Cubans because he understands that without the Cubans, there will be no advancement of the United States of America in Iberoamerica. Remember, Latino America do not exist. Hispanical America, that does not exist. Iberoamerica does because they are the combination of the tribes in the American continent, the people who actually created the continent, the Iberian people and the original people, the original tribes. That to this day they coexist and they interact with one another. So why all this is happening? I think is Jeffrey. Has to be Jeffrey. There is no other explanation of this. I was looking at the group of oligarch oil magnet, energy magnets that sat around the table with Mr. Trump and Marco Rubius, and they interact with one another, basically saying, yes, some of us are ready to go and take over the oil fields in the United States of Venezuela and Cuba. Yes, Cuba does have oil too. And they look like surprised. They don't even know what is happening because this was tried before. Remember, the Cuban was a colony of the United States of America. Remember that the Cubans founded the United States of America, la Capitanía General de Cuba. And now the United States of America conquered them, become a colony, and it did not work out, so they had to let it go. And now they are trying to reclaim it. They have done this several times, not just one time. At one point, they even offered the Kingdom of Spain a lot of money to acquire the islands. And Maria Teresa say, no, I'm sorry, this island is not for sale. So I think it's all about Jeffrey. But they went beyond that. The distractions is beyond that. And very dangerous for the United States of America because we are going to be alone fighting the entire planet. Mr. Trump now say I want Greenland. And Congress, some people in Congress now, they calling for the integration of Greenland as the 51st state of the Union of the United States of America. That is how insane this thing is getting. It's actually comical and it's making us look like clowns. Because why is Greenland being included as a 51st state of the Union? Now, don't get me wrong, I wish Greenland will be a state of the United States of America, as well as the Faroe Islands, as well as Denmark. Now, the Kingdom of Denmark, the Faroe Island, and Greenland together as they are right now, a kingdom, part of the United States of America, state of the United States of America. That will be very interesting. But the problem is that they are delivering all this nonsense and forgetting the reality. The reality is that the United States does possess a lot of land where the population, the people who are already in the United States of America, uh, um, control, or they are colonials of the United States of America. They have no representation, so they do not have a state. So Trump is not talking about that. Trump is not talking about making the 51st State of the Union all the possessions that they have now, like Puerto Rico, Guam, the Marianas, Samoa, all these lands that the United States have. They are trying to be destroyed. They are trying to take away their culture, their ethnicity. Remember, the United States of America is a political jurisdiction. It is not an ethnic group, it's a federation. No, America is an ethnic group. So that is why they utilize America to confuse you, to make you feel like you insane. And that is the reason why now Rodriguez is important, because Rodriguez understand that without Rodriguez, the ethnic group cannot be advanced because they are Ibero-Visigotic. So what they want to do, they want to tell the world the Cubans are good, Rodriguez is good, but Tovar, they actually mean rock in Italic languages. Toba is a rock. Is a like a foam looking rock. So now they want to destroy Tobar. They want to destroy Tobar offsprings. They were coming from the mate of Polacos that learn English from Europe and from here, original people, Iberian people from here. So that is why they are dividing us. They are saying Rodriguez is good, but Tobar is a bad hombre. He needs to get the hell out of here and go back to Mexico. And Tobar will accept that, and he look at Rodriguez as an enemy. But that isn't a strategy. The reality is there is no difference in between Tobar and Rodriguez because they are Ibero-Americans. So all this is a strategy of Trump to divide you, to destroy you. Trump understands that he will never have Greenland. He will never have the kingdom of Denmark. They have kings. We don't. We have crazy people like Trump. And by the way, people like Trump from Bavaria, they they are here escaping that craziness division in between the ethnic groups in Europe. That is why you see people in ICE running around calling for Tobar to go back to Mexico, and their name is Rodriguez, Rubio, and so on. So as you see, they understand the who came here escaping tyranny, escaping Nazism, now is implementing the same. Same technique, no difference. There is no difference whatsoever. And it's all related so we can forget what Trump is. A convicted felon. They have kids, immigrant kids. They have changed their religion and negate the Roman religion, accepting Judaism. That is Trump. They have a family of Czechoslovakian immigrants in the United States of America, a family of Slovaks from Slovenia in the United States of America. And he is trying to convince you that he is white, but he's not. He is our Negro. They are going to tell you the entire year in this 250th anniversary of the birth of the United States of America that we are Americans and the English created us. That is what they want to sell you, because the reality is, in 250 years ago, who created the United States of America was literally Esteban Rodriguez Miro, Juan de Galvez, Bernardo de Galvez, Marqués de Lafayette, von Steuben, yes, a barbarian, just like Trump. Those are the real heroes. Carlos III, Louis XVI, they lost his head because he created the United States of America and created Napoleon. Those are the people who actually created the United States of America. The Pilgrims, no. The Pilgrims show up here via Denmark because the English were oppressing them, so they have to get away from town, just same as Trump's mother, and immigrate here. But they did not come here from England. They came here from the Países Bajos, from the Dutch lands. They were fighting the English at the time. That is the reality. So the pilgrims, they have nothing to do with the creation of the United States of America. And all this is related from Jeffrey to the United States of America being created. They are trying for you to forget. And you need to remember, otherwise, you will exist in a fantasy land where you follow and kill each other, where you repudiate each other. The only Americans here are the Navajo, the Apache, the Aztecas, Tovar and Rodriguez and Trump and Rubio. We are something else, no different. We are no better or no worse. We are just different routes that we arrive here. So we cannot destroy our grandfather and grandmother's memories, what they did for us. They literally changed the world from slavery, from the Roman Empire, feudalism, capitalism, Nazism, until now. And now, what is it that we need to create? Well, we need to create modernism. So I believe that it's up to you, it's up to us to do it. So for those people, they are divided, unite. There is no difference in between Trump, Rubio, Rodriguez, or Tovar, or any one of you from any place on this planet. It does not matter where you are from. Let's create the United States of the world. Saludos.